Deep in the heart of Thornwood Forest lay a secret. It was a secret whispered on the wind, a secret shrouded in fear and mystery. It was Whispering Lake. The lake was still, unnaturally still. Its surface was like a mirror, reflecting the dark, twisted branches of the ancient trees that surrounded it. Locals told stories. They spoke of whispers carried on the wind across the lake. Whispers that called your name. Whispers that chilled you to the bone. Some said the lake was haunted. They said it was a place where the veil between this world and the next was thin. People told of those who ventured too close. They were never seen again. The lake claimed them. It swallowed them whole, dragging them down into its murky depths. This was the legend of Whispering Lake. A legend whispered in fear, a legend that would soon consume 4 friends. Tom, Greg, Alex and Mike were inseparable. They craved adventure. They lived for the thrill of the unknown. They were drawn to the mysteries that lay hidden in the shadows. Whispering Lake called to them. They had heard the stories, they knew the legends, but they didn't believe them. They were determined to uncover the truth.
Come on, guys. Those stories are just old wives' tales. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's see what this lake is all about.
I don't know. It sounds kind of creepy. But I guess we can't let a good mystery go unsolved.
Ha! If things get too spooky, I'll just crack a joke. It'll be fine.
They packed their backpacks, flashlights, compasses and a first aid kit. They felt prepared for anything. They set off into the woods. The forest welcomed them with open arms, or so they thought. The sun was high in the sky as they entered Thornwood Forest. Beams of light pierced through the canopy, dappling the forest floor. The air was alive with the sounds of nature. Birds chirped, squirrels chattered, leaves rustled in the gentle breeze. But as they ventured deeper, the forest changed. The trees grew taller, their branches intertwining overhead, blocking out the sun. The air grew heavy, thick with the smell of damp earth and decaying leaves. The sounds of nature faded, replaced by an unsettling silence. The forest was watching them. It knew their destination, and it was waiting. They followed the winding trail, their backpacks heavy on their shoulders. They talked amongst themselves, their voices echoing through the silent woods. But their laughter felt forced. An undercurrent of unease ran through the group. They couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Section 4. Whispering Lake's Eerie Embrace. As they rounded a bend in the trail, they saw it. Whispering Lake. It lay before them, a pool of darkness in the heart of the forest. The trees seemed to draw back from the edge of the lake, as if afraid to touch its waters. The surface of the lake was still, unnaturally still. It was like a sheet of black glass reflecting the overcast sky. A cold breeze swept across the lake, sending ripples through the water. The air grew colder, biting at their skin. The hairs on their arms stood on end. A sense of dread washed over them. They had reached their destination, but the closer they got, the less sure they were about their mission. They stood at the edge of the lake, their eyes scanning the water. They expected to see something, anything. But there was nothing, just the still black water and the reflection of their own frightened faces staring back at them. The silence was deafening. It was broken only by the sound of their own breathing. Section 5. The night grows darker. As the sun began its slow descent, the forest around them grew darker. Shadows stretched and twisted, taking on monstrous shapes. The temperature dropped, and a cold, damp mist rose from the lake, blanketing the water in an eerie fog. The silence was broken only by the occasional snap of a twig or the rustle of leaves. But each sound sent a jolt of fear through their hearts. They huddled together for warmth, their eyes darting nervously around the darkening woods. The forest was closing in on them. They could feel it. They tried to ignore the fear that was creeping up their spines. They told each other it was just the darkness playing tricks on their minds. But deep down they knew better. They had a choice to make, press on or turn back. They had come so far. They had to see this through. They decided to set up camp. They would spend the night, face their fears in the darkness. They would explore the lake in the morning. What could go wrong?